never know. You never know. Alright folks, name of the show is You Never Know, and I'm David Olney, and celebrating Labor Day, and it's a beautiful, beautiful late summer day. So what's been going on here? Enjoyed Labor Day weekend off the road after a busy blah 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 blah. This weekend, Friday, September 8th, at the Red Dragon in Baton Rouge. Assuming they're not underwater. We know they're cool. Yeah, great. Saturday, September 9th, at the Listening Room in Mobile, Alabama. And a matinee show on Sunday, September 10th at Small Stages in Birmingham, Alabama. Saturday, September 16th. Oh, that's going to be Hatworks. My buddy Gigi Gaskins. This hat came from her place. It's called Hatworks. Here's the poster for, this is during the Americana extravaganza week. And so it's got playing there with and also Brock Zeman with Blair Hogan, Annie McCue, the Grahams, Tommy Ash, and Mark Huff. Okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, I've been on a walking jag. I mean, I walked 8 miles yesterday and 6 miles the day before. I'm going to try and get a big one into, later on today. But I combined it with, I lost my music listening thing, so I have to fill up the time in my head while I'm walking. So I got my Ancient Mariner back in working order. I got speeches from King Lear I'm working on. So just to let you know, I'm on the case. And oh yeah, yesterday I went and saw Nashville Shakespeare in the park, and they did a Winter's Tale, and it's really good. If you're going through Nashville, and they're also doing Antony and Cleopatra. I haven't seen that yet, but if they're doing Winter's Tale, it's a really good production of it. So I just want to put I'm so proud that I got to be in those plays the last couple of years, because the whole thing is really well done. Okay, now, was it last week they had the Eclipse? Maybe it's 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, here's a sonnet about the eclipse. The sun it's kind of all scrolled out here, so there may be some stumbling. The sun had reached its summer noontime height, and unblinking stared down upon this earth. Imperiously it beamed its blinding light, as it had done each day since its birth. Then, almost unnoticed, came the change. A shadow crept across the great sun's face. The effect grew progressively more strange, more eerie and uncanny, out of place. Behold, we stand in the shadow of the moon, for a moment more mighty than the sun. As mysterious and weird as ancient rune, we watched as she darkened, then pressed on. No doubt the mighty sun must hold sway, but now and then the moon will have its day. Yay! It's a sonnet. Alright, so I guess need to do a song here. I wanted to do this. It's called Millionaire. It's kind of my truly Americana song. Well, I started out with $1 gamble with a man, then I won me another, bought me a gun, then I robbed my brother. I'm bad, but I don't care, boys, gonna be a millionaire. Well, I hopped on a ship and we sailed on the waves, dealt in rum and we dealt in slaves, left my my captain in a salty grave. He's gone, but I don't care, boys. Gonna be a millionaire. How many of you wanna see me dead? How many of you wanna have my head? How many of you will live your lives wishing you were me, boys? Wishing you were me. Well, I married rich, a pretty little wife, brought her misery every day of her life. She slit her wrists with a silver knife. You can't pin that on me, boys. Her money belongs to me. Well, I found myself in a good position to buy myself some cheap politician. Bought myself a big election. That's just how it went, boys. Now I own the president. How many of you wanna see me dead? How many of you wanna have my head? How many of you will live your lives wishing you were me, boys? Wishing you were me. When you say your prayers down on your knees, ask the Lord, forgive you please. If it crosses your mind, save one for me. I know where I'm bound, boys. I know where I'm bound. 'Cause I started out with a $1 gamble with a man, then I won me another. Bought me a gun, then I robbed my brother. I'm bad, but I don't care, boys. Gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a millionaire, boys. Gonna be a millionaire one more night. All right, there's a millionaire more relevant now than ever before. You know, there's one other thing. When I was at this play last night, my wife and I were there. It was packed, and this woman, you know, squeezed by us and got into a seat, and it was she was kind of struggling. You could tell there was something kind of physically going on with her. And she sat down, and you know, she said, she turned and went, "Yorkie." I said, "Yorkie?" And she said, what she was saying is, "You're okay." But it was strange, and I thought, well, maybe she was deaf and hard of hearing, and you know, had that kind of voice. And then, you know, something made me think, well, if that's the case, maybe I seemed dismissive, and I wanted to make clear that it, you know, didn't. So somehow or other we get into a conversation, and at the theater, the amphitheater where they do this, the band show where they do the plays, it's also a place where all these bats live. And I got in a big conversation with this woman about bats, and it was nice. But it was difficult to understand a lot of the things she said. And finally she said she had brain cancer, and that it was affecting her speech. It was getting into the parts of her brain that were in charge of speech. And it just changed everything. And instead of, I don't know, it was, she just so matter-of-factly said this, that it was, I mean, it was just really moving. And then we're all watching the play, and then at the end of it, I said, I'm really glad I got to get to know you. I hope you get fully recovered and everything. It was just this weird little encounter that happens between human beings if you let them happen. And it turned out to be this kind of big deal. So, position yourself so that those things can happen to you. That's what I would say. Also, don't take advice from people like me. I'll see you.
You never know.